with 16
Catlin
points.
Clark's 2024 season with the Indiana Fever
Here's Clark
has
off
been
a
nothing
screen,
short
gets a
of
look,
spectacular.
and hits. Thought about pulling up from three, will dip inside and lay it in. There are the first points in the WNBA career of Catlin Clark.
Take it at the rim. Here, hesitation. You have to come out on her. Goes behind. Her first two.
Back Benley. Here's Clark, a good look from three. She got it! The first three in the career of Catlin Clark.
Catlin Clark does not need much space here.
With 16 points, she's played terrific defense as well. Here's Clark off a screen, gets a look, and hits. Just no space. Connecticut everywhere. Here's Clark with Banham guarding her. Clark gets bumped, will take, and hit from three. Clark up to 18 points.
Saw her here, Rachel Banham on her, and Catlin Clark loves going left, loves the step back. Feels like here.
It is Catlin Clark able to clear for Indiana.
Catlin coming off that 20-point performance right here, handling the physicality of Benijah Laney, with which Catlin Clark handles right here. She crosses sides of the floor, she gets her hips and shoulders past Laney, and she leans. 2 for 1.
Clark bounce pass. There's Boston. Hounding Clark. Clark, step back three, knocks it down. Take a look here at a career first.
Just step back, going right, I may add. It's usually step back, going left.
That's where one guard is just a lot stronger than the other because of her experience and maturity.
Nice look from Clark, and Smith lays it home. So you have 2 assists and a bucket on the first 3 possessions.
Quarter we have seen Catlin Clark play, showing what made her such
Of that run to the finals before the Liberty fell to the Aces in 4 games. Clark connects on a 3.
Catlin Clark here gets the switch on the screen, smaller. Just for that reason, they're too deadly from behind the arc.
An 11-0 run for New York. Clark, she got another. Second.
Catlin Clark was named 2024 Rookie of the Year. And she made it to the All-NBA, All-WNBA first team also. Clark averaged 19.2 points, 5.7 rebounds, 8.4 assists, 1.3 steals, and 0.7 blocks per game. She led the league in assists and set a new WNBA record for total assists in a season.
Could have held for one, did not, but able to hit. Here's the flick ahead. Alyssa Smith lays it in on the delivery from Clark. She finally missed one. Kennedy Carter had been 6 for 6 from the floor. Here's Clark. Finds the cutter. Boston inside for 2. Again, it's Clark to Boston. It's not the most inviting carpet. Nice look. Wallace gets free, waits, and lays it in. Off another dime from Catlin Clark. Her 7th assist. Now Mitchell on the steal. Here's Clark pedaling it forward. Clark dipping in, finds Boston beautifully for the finish. Boston, who also has a 15-5-5 game today. Here's Clark, catch, fire, and connect. 5th 3 of the game for Clark.
Game so far from Catlin Clark today, 13 assists and a couple of...
Her presence in the WNBA brought unprecedented viewership numbers, making her rookie season a turning point for the league. Catlin Clark's arrival in the WNBA this season was undoubtedly marked a turning point for the league. From the day of the draft, which became the most watched in WNBA history, Clark brought millions of new eyes to the league thanks to her exceptional collegiate career at the University of Iowa. She became the all-time leading scorer in both men's and women's NCAA Division I basketball and was a two-time National Player of the Year and led her team to back-to-back finals despite coming up short in both games.
I will sound off quickly, and then I'm so eager to listen to what everybody else has to say. There's a very thin line between hate and facts, and what I believe to be the case is that there was incremental growth in the WNBA comparatively to the exponential growth we are seeing now. What I'm about to tell y'all I haven't heard before, so I doubt you have either. Before the 2023 season, the WNBA had grown by 40% viewership from 2022 to 2023. But with Caitlin Clark's arrival, it's grown by 400% viewership. What that means is if the WNBA were continue to grow at the rate it grew from 22 to 23, it would take until 2028 to do what Caitlin Clark did this year. Okay, now let's not talk viewership, let's talk ticket sales. Bear with me. Ticket sales grew in 2023 by 16% from 2022. Ticket sales have grown by 93% in 2024. What that means is without Caitlin Clark, the WNBA would have taken till 2029 or 2030 to get to where Caitlin Clark has gotten them today. Okay, we've talked ticket sales and we've talked viewership. Now let's talk about regular season viewership, not draft viewership. Regular season viewership, it grew by 20% in 2023. It's grown by 180% now, which means it would take another 5 or 6 years to do what Caitlin Clark has done. So between draft day viewership, which is up 400% to 40%, between ticket sales, which is up 93% to 16%, between regular game viewership, which is up 180% to 20%, what Caitlin Clark has done is grown the WNBA exponentially. She did in 5 weeks what would have taken 5 years. And as it pertains to draft viewership, she did in 5 days what would have taken 5 years. So yes, the WNBA was growing before Caitlin Clark. Make that abundantly clear. But it was growing incrementally compared to the exponential growth you're seeing now. And this is just data. This is just objective facts. Be mad with data. Please do not be mad at me.
NBA Commissioner Adam Silver even highlighted her in a social media post, sparking conversations about her impact on the WNBA. In fact, in a recent 8-picture Instapostagram by NBA Commissioner Adam Silver, the first picture shows is Caitlin Clark and her boyfriend at Indiana Pacers game. There they are sitting there enjoying themselves. The post sparked a conversation among NBA fans who speculated that the NBA was promoting Clark more than the WNBA and its commissioner, Kathy Engelbert. It's curious why Silver, or perhaps his social media manager, chose to lead with Clark in his series of photos, while it makes sense given that the game took place in Indiana, where Clark now lives after being drafted by the Fever. He could have highlighted a Pacers player first, but the commissioner clearly knows what he's doing, and spotlighting Clark is always the right move to make. I think this is important also. In addition to the free publicity, Caitlin Clark is receiving from the NBA. There's a rumor that Clark may be participating in this season's NBA All-Star game, competing in the three-point contest alongside Klay Thompson. Last year, Sabrina Ionescu, who won this season's championship with the New York Liberty, faced off against Stephen Curry, the greatest shooter in basketball history, and as expected, came up short. So that's one reason why Adam Silver was courting Caitlin there at the game and took her picture, because The NBA wants her at that 3-point contest. I don't think she should, that's on her. It'll be a good draw for the WNBA, but we'll see what happens with that. The NBA will love the crowd that'll be there to watch her.
Got to look there at Christie's sides, like Coach Trammell in her second year, and there's Nalissa Smith finishing.
Excelled over what we'll call the much improved productivity in the back 12 of their games. Part of it is what you see there. We ran into them in the NCAA tournament. And I was like, what do they feed the players in Texas? Well, what are they feeding Catlin Clark? Because there we go with another behind the back and fancy finish. Catlin Clark pushing the pace, change of direction, sudden.
Pam Ward, Monica McNutt, Angel Gray with you. Last game before the Olympic break in the entire WNBA as Dantas gets.
McCowan is not happy with that call.
An unpleasant, yes, trip back to the bench. And Courtney Paris goes over to talk to her.
All right.
They called it on Howard, her second. If anything, I thought maybe Kalani Brown might have been whistled for something.
Yeah, I didn't see that call at all.
Catlin Clark. Howard blocked by Boston. Here comes Catlin. Get it! Count it for Clark.
Last two whistles for me are very questionable. I love the speed of Catlin Clark, the push. All right, stripped to the free throw line. One thing, though, that we did have an opportunity to chat with the Fever this morning, with Clark and with Coach Sides. We asked them, what would you say this game, the pace of this game? I'm not quite sure who it's benefiting. I guess you have to say the Wings right now because they're up.
Clark turned the corner.
But then again, here comes the Fever using the same.
It's been an incredible year for Catlin Clark, and the fans are eagerly anticipating what she'll do next. Are you a fan of hers? I'd like to know. Please let me know in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Appreciate you watching the video. God bless. Have a great day. Thank you.